Hello everyone and welcome back to Harvester.
In the last episode, we got glue. And in this episode, we're gonna burn down a restaurant.
In last episode, we exchanged a picture of a dead body for glue, because this is Harvester.
And this episode, we're going into a school at night.
Yep, it's the bake sale, actually.
Oh my god, guys, It's the bake sale.
Alright, you ready to see a bunch of moms that look exactly the same aside from their hair?
It's like an anime.
By the way, this is mom number 3, played by Mary Allen, and mom number 4, played by Mary Allen.
You all look alike. Why?
Now, what you're supposed to do here, you're not actually meant to buy anything, you're just meant to talk to them and then leave. Like, that's it. I'm not even sure if you have to come here, but every guide says you do, so I guess I should.
I mean, your mom's here. Or is she? Yeah, there she is.
There she is.
Dash she is.
Aaron, is it bad that I'm so used to seeing mom in that one position that I don't know which one of these is her?
I don't even know what's going on.
Like, which one of these is Mrs. Potsdam from the side? It's obviously not her. Wait, hold on a minute. That's that blind woman from the post office.
Yeah, I guess she does have a purpose.
What about the fourth woman, then? Where does she come from? I wonder if she appears. It's the Christian thing to do.
Okay, guys.
Oh yeah, that backs up my hive mind theory. The fact they all talk in unison.
You were always such a kidder, Steve. Maybe the blind lady, she sees through them. That's my theory. She's the hive mom.
Yeah.
The master of the hive mom.
Alright, there we go.
Ladies, someone has just burned down the TV station.
What a wonderful green screen.
Not our bake sale.
They probably just asked Mary Allen to say the same line 4 times. Oh my goodness.
No, they just have clones of her. This game mastered cloning technology.
Okay. So now, you actually need to go to the TV station first, and Boyle!
Dude!
Aaron, that doesn't become relevant ever again. Someone burned down the TV station!
Oh no, not on the night of the bake sale!
You actually can't do anything here, and this is a useless place for the rest of the game. You don't come back here for Aaron. In some people who play this game fast, they walk in then walk back out the second they see the fire.
Dude, why can't Steve just walk in and tap his foot again? You know.
Okay, so you break in the same way you broke into the barbershop, tie electrical tape to the door, and then use the fire axe.
Thank God I have my trusty electrical tape.
I think that's the last time we use that item, actually. In fact, this is the last time we use most of these items.
See you later, trusty electrical tape.
Yep. Okay. So we go in. Aaron, I should have shown the death scene for if you stay in the flaming building too long, because it's hilarious. We see it later, just in a different context. Okay, so this is what you do with the cake cover. You take the Astro Glue.
Well, that didn't work.
And, what?
And you spray it all over the floor.
I think. Wait. I think you need to use the cake cover on the Astro Glue, not the Astro Glue on the cake cover. Because yes, this is one of those games.
This is why adventure games are a living nightmare.
Damn it.
Darn.
Okay.
Oh wait. Maybe you do need to use the glue on the. Yeah, there we go. You apply glue to the rim of the cake cover. Cake cover with glue on the rim.
And now it has turned into a bowl.
With glue on the rim.
Very
and
important.
then you need to put that over the fire alarm. That's the hardest part, actually.
Okay, we did it, guys.
We did. Just leave now. We've done it.
Very good. You can't prove we didn't set a fire. The alarm didn't go off.
Alright, so we turn on the grease fire. And then we set a match in. Yep. Remember the matchbook we got on day 2?
Yep, there we go.
Look at that fire. And then you actually need to leave or else you burn to death. And there we go. Oh wow, that sprayed quickly. We did it. We did it.
Walking away from the explosion.
It's not even an explosion.
Whee!
It's not even an explosion.
Or let's in super fast motion. We need to get a super slow motion so we can
I'm not
see.
doing that. Not for this game.
Just on him taking on and off his flannel.
I love all the stuff flying at the screen in fast motion. Well, let's go. That was a fun night.
We did it.
Alright, this is either day 5 or day 6.
We did it. We ruined a small business.
I get into the lodge at day 6. I think this might be day 6, actually. That was one of the last requirements. Now there
the
is
station.
technically one more
What?
Huh?
Why are you sitting in front of that blank TV?
Someone burnt down the TV channel. There's nothing on. Nothing on.
Honestly, Hank, you're acting like an alcoholic. I told you all that TV would hurt you.
Watching TV don't hurt me, Mom. But not watching TV hurts bad. If I find out who burnt down the TV station, I'll make him wish he was one of those damn Indians.
I did it. I did it. I did it.
I did it.
Alright, Ron, before we figure out what that means. Alright, you ready for the baby scene? What?
Hello, dear. How are you today? The nerve of some people burning down the TV station to detract from our bake sale.
How could
Yes,
they?
that's why they
Perpetrator
did it.
just to annoy the Harvest PTA.
Coincidence? I don't think so. Just 6 months ago, the newspaper building went up in smoke. Obviously, there's a firebug on the loose. Either that or a communist.
Oh, those damn commies taking attention away from my bake sale.
What's communism got to do with anything?
The missile base. He'll tell you. Now that the bake sale's over, I just don't know how.
Aaron, I think that's the only time anyone else ever mentions Colonel Conroe. Oh, here we go. Here we go. You ready?
It's the baby.
It's the baby scene. Yep. All right. It's the baby scene. All right. Look at the wasps, Aaron.
Oh.
I love Steve's face there.
Oh, it's not as bad as it looks. You just pop them back in.
Oh, I hate it. I hate everything about this.
You hate this scene? Aaron, that baby has a credit. Oh, dang.
That's the baby.
I don't know why they put that scene there, but they did. She ate a tarantula, and that caused that.
You know when you eat a tarantula and they explode wasps?
There are no more cookies to bake. I can still rear my brood. This is a sign, Steve. I have a purpose again.
Infecting all of the babies.
Glad to see you're feeling better.
I feel like if this was set in modern day, she would be an anti-vaxxer with that kind of attitude.
The baby just explodes the plague.
Explodes into plague.
Rats go out. Rats go everywhere.
Hey, like I said, I always wanted to see a movie shot in this kind of art style of like FMV nonsense.
We took a black eye on the bake sale, but I'm sure the Harvest PTA annual blood drive will be more successful. Overall, we made about $200, hardly enough to bury a dead horse, and definitely not enough to cover the annual.
Aaron, I forgot to mention this earlier. $200 as well as the $1,500 per month Boyle was giving the policeman at the start of the game. That's $1,500 in 50s money.
So it's a lot more.
It's a lot more, yeah.
The blood
If I
drive
had my
is-
phone on me, I'd adjust for inflation and see how much that actually was, but it's more, yeah.
You see, the blood drive was really extravagant. They had a bounce house and they had a band.
Remember that.
They also had all the hive moms.
Sticking me with the needle.
We don't use needles.
That was the last warning, by the way, before the blood drive where they chop off your head and you just lose.
Harvest moons.
Yeah, if you're here on the 7th day, that's a game over. So you have to get into the lodge before the before the 7th day.
Yeah, so...
And this is the 6th day, so we're running out of time, although thankfully I know what I'm doing.
When did people learn, like, what blood types were?
Membership
Huh?
director.
Like, I'm wondering, like, if this was an actual blood drive, what is Steve's blood type?
I don't know. Aaron, if this was an anime, it would state his blood type. I heard this a little while
It
ago,
will.
actually. Apparently, people from Japan care a lot more about their blood type than Americans
It's like
do.
how we link our personalities to our, like, horoscopes. They do it to
Yeah.
their blood types.
Yeah. Danganronpa lists all the characters' blood types. I've been playing Danganronpa 3, by the way. That's why I've mentioned it twice in, like, the last 2 episodes. The plot twist for the first case blew me away. I did not expect that.
It just became Harvester. He couldn't
Yeah,
believe
it just
it.
became Harvester. Steve showed up, actually.
Steve showed up with his
Aaron,
pitchfork.
the major plot twist from the second game is actually kind of similar to the plot twist from this game. The major one, like the end game one.
I've tried so hard to find an excuse to keep on fighting, but Karen and I can't go on alone any longer. This diner he left us was all we had. It was always a struggle to keep it running in such a small town. And now we've lost it. I know that I can't afford to support us now. There's only one way out. I'm sure you won't be able to understand the depth of despair that would enable a mother to put a rope around her baby's neck and push her into the air and jump after her. I wonder if I'll hear her next now.
She's saying this while standing up as she's writing it, probably.
Yeah.
So yes, this is a suicide note. This cutscene is different if you save Karen or not. You'll see why it's different in a second, because Karen actually does make an appearance in this cutscene.
But I hope she doesn't get it. God help us.
Aaron, I actually reached out to the actor for Karen.
Yeah.
I found her Twitter. I asked her, and I haven't really gotten a response. She's probably too busy to talk to just some random YouTuber. Yeah. Yeah, she hangs Karen as well for some reason. I don't know. Those aren't attached to anything. That wouldn't happen. Of course, he's just eating pie.
I feel so bad for the sheriff right now.
Oh no. For some odd reason, they go all in with the sheriff loving pie at this point. I don't understand why.
How did he get in? He walked in. Where did he get the pie?
Where did he get the pie, actually? Never thought of that.
Okay, enough of that.
Yep, there we go. You don't have to activate that cutscene, but that's what happens if you go to DNA's diner after you burn it down. Edna commits suicide.
With her babby.
And what? Aaron, he's burnt. He's in a very tough spot right now.
Hey, Freddy Krueger, how you doing?
You want to hear something funny about this NPC right here? When you kill an NPC, they like fall over and bleed to death. When you shoot him in this state, he floats away into dust because he's practically just all brittle anyway.
Man, actors have the best.
I didn't expect that one to get you that much, Aaron.
It came out of nowhere. All the humans have looked semi-human.
Now, okay. I think we're gonna get to what I want. I think we're about to see what I think we're gonna see. You remember that love scene we got last episode?
Yes.
I think that's optional, and we're actually gonna see it now.
Oh, buddy boy, guys,
Yep.
You ready?
And remember when I said that I was gonna speed up every cutscene that we've seen before?
Oh, heck yeah, super fast stuff.
Sorry. I just can't stand it anymore.
I wish there was something I could do.
There he is. Make love to me. Do it
If your shirt up.
now.
Are you ready?
Whee!
I told you I'd speed up every cutscene, no matter how short or important it was.
What about the Ranger cutscenes?
What Ranger cutscene?
You
I didn't
know, our
speed those up.
cowboy.
I kind of wish I did, though, because it would just mean that this would be at like 500 speed by now. I think that one was at like 200 speed.
Oof. No, just standing there after
Yep.
receiving 2 kisses. He didn't even take off his shirt, I'm imagining. That's my headcanon. He put on a parka.
He put on a parka. Oh, I go back to her because there is some more we can talk about. She's going to talk about DNA's diner now.
Did you torch it, Steve?
I had to. This is where I'm brutally honest.
Edna hung herself. And her daughter, too.
So what? I didn't stick her head in the noose. Wow!
You would have said that to Lily in Pokemon.
I would have
if
said that to
was an
Lily,
option.
yes, because I'm kind of a dick when I play these sorts of games. I'm getting out of here with or without you.
Without me, then. I see the road you're on, and I don't like it. What good will it do to lose Harvest?
You know, I mentioned before that this game is about how violent media can affect people, and one big theme of this game is desensitization. I'm saying it right. It's basically like when
becoming like desensitized.
Yeah, desensitized to stuff. And this game is desensitizing Steve to violence by making these attacks more and more violent over time. Like, the first one is just scratch a dude's car, but now we're committing arson, we're committing manslaughter. Like, they escalate over time.
You see Detroit Become Human? This is how you do a message.
Like I said, this game is very symbolic in ways you would not expect it to be.
This is how you have an allegory. Or
I mean,
a theme.
I like to think he's going through, what's that gambler's...
Nani?
What's it called when like, it's like Gambler something. When you go so far into something, you figure out I might as well finish it. I forgot what it was actually called. Gambler's Fallacy, that's what it's called. Yeah, so Steve's probably going through some, like, killer Gambler's Fallacy right now, because he's like, well, I already killed a guy by accident. I might as well burn down the diner, because they're gonna get me one day anyway. Let's see if I can just get into this lodge. Who cares what I have to do?
We all die.
Yeah. So Sergeant at Arms is telling us that actually wasn't the final task. There's one more we need to do. We need to bring him an invitation.
The best kind.
Yep.
It'll have flowers on it and nice balloons.
No it won't.
Steve,
you know what the invitation is.
Steve decorates it on his way.
You know what the invitation is, and you know how in poor taste that joke is as a result. Actually, nothing is in poor taste to this game.
In this game, nothing.
Yep.
I guess I will.
I stopped him I stopped him in the middle of that animation.
Alright, to our house.
At this point, I'm kind of flubbing around, actually. I actually went back and forth to the Potsdams because I didn't realize that you needed to talk to the Sergeant at Arms to trigger what was going to happen next.
Hello, dear. Oh, dear, I just heard what happened to Stephanie.
What do you mean? What happened to her?
You haven't heard? Well, young man, you march right over there this instant. She's your fiancée, after all.
Something happened to Stephanie. We gotta go save her.
Oh, not God, not Stephanie. We had like 2 kisses with her.
We had a normal scene and a very speedy scene. Alright. You ready to go see what happened to Stephanie?
You know I'm ready.
You know I know you. No, we went to Mr. Johnson's by accident.
I scratched your car.
Hi, Mr. Johnson. Bye, Mr. Johnson. I forgot. I love how sudden that is.
Filling up that
So,
atmosphere.
something happened. Also, is it just me, or does Mr. Potsdam have something in his mouth?
He
during
does.
that
I
scene?
think he does. Tongues are not that color.
Yeah.
You can't go into Stephanie's room till the sheriff gets here.
Tell me what's going on. Wait. Oh, okay.
Stephanie's room, waiting
Screaming.
For the sheriff.
Screaming?
Why not?
He's still screaming, actually. He's just been doing that all
Here in the
week.
background.
Floss in the medicine cabinet.
You are very small.
The music changed, too. We're in the foreground.
But everything's
All right.
still very small.
Potsdam standing up looks weird. He's like a perfect half circle.
Just totally flat then.
Bum.
What the hell are you talking about?
You'll see once the sheriff gets here. Stephanie. Things'll never be the same now. Guess I'll be watching TV nights.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, so guys, I'm
Here
writing
comes the
predictions.
CG car again.
Write your predictions in the comments below.
You love this scene a lot.
Yeah.
Here? Over there, I guess.
My God. Is that what I think it is?
They left an eyeball behind.
Is it Stephanie?
I can see a resemblance, but I can't be sure.
More pie, Sheriff?
Pie?
What?
Oh, indeed I do. I can just hear the tongues wagging at the PTA. Was it suicide?
Never heard of anyone pulling their own spinal cord out before. Off the record, I'd have to say no. No, all in all, I'd say this was death by natural causes.
Natural causes.
Natural causes?
Natural causes? This is like one of the funniest scenes from this game, just because of that one line.
You can't live without a spine.
I mean, he's not wrong. You can't live without a spine.
Natural
causes.
Right away.
I can't believe this. This is horrible.
I love his acting so much.
Believe me, you get to the
What kind of pie is that,
It's
though?
cherry.
Cherry pie?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the most important question here.
Now, the only clue we got is that card.
Wow, I wonder who did it. We get to read this later. But it's an invitation for Steve Mason. We finally get his name.
This is practically a confession.
Confession to what, son?
Murder. Isn't that what you're here to investigate?
Son, you don't investigate natural deaths. No.
There's no point to it.
Is that a boxing kangaroo?
Wait, what is that in the background?
I think that's a kangaroo with boxing
I've
gloves.
never seen that before.
Did kangaroos exist in the 50s?
Aaron, are you mad? Did kangaroo...
Oh, I hate you.
You think they made cherry just because it kind of looks like blood?
They definitely did. You know this game in like...
Wait, is that kangaroo... Is the kangaroo there anymore?
Nonsense.
Where'd the kangaroo come from?
Where is he?
Did they put it there just as like an Easter egg or something? So yes, take the lodge invitation. Let's actually read it now. Hopefully I give myself enough time to actually read this. Be known that the Sacred of the Order of the Harvest Moon hereby extends notice to the eligibility of Steve Mason for initiation into the sacred mysteries of the harvest. Let him be presented with all possible haste to the Sergeant at Arms for commencement of the rites.
Alright, bring out your rainbow stickers and start decorating.
We done it.
We did it, guys.
We did it, Reddit. We got into the lodge.
Hello, Steve. Have some pie?
Mr. Potsdam, I'm so sorry. Another skeleton in the family closet, eh?
Well, what family doesn't have its little problems? If it's not poor dental hygiene, it's a spinal column on the bed.
Someone put that in your yearbook?
I don't suppose it'd hurt for you to take the card, seeing as it was addressed to you. Shucks, I'm sorry I had to read it in the first place, but that's my job. Say, I wonder if there's more pie.
Dang it.
He just wants that pie.
I don't get why they have this like 11th hour character development with the sheriff where he loves pie, because I don't think it's ever brought up ever again, aside from that suicide cutscene, and then he's just watching TV again.
He's chill with it.
If I'd been an astronaut, I could afford all the meat I want, the red kind, and the young, pink kind too.
Bye!
I'm vegan!
I'm vegan, by the way. Sorry, we can't be friends anymore.
It's my tofurkey.
It's my tofurkey.
What's that? It's my turducken.
Oh man, I remember that John Tron episode. Oh, I forgot to edit that.
He's multiplying.
See, like I said, the effects of the bottom can be kind of random. I don't understand. Do you want to guess what he just said there? Because I know we were talking over. You saw him hold it up and then shake his head. No, no, no.
He wants that spinal cord.
So yeah, the invitation wasn't the letter, it was the spinal cord. We have to bring the spinal cord to him.
I expect nothing. What must unfold will.
However, already they've buried her.
Oops.
In the local mausoleum.
Time to go.
Yep. So we have to go back to the cemetery.
They really made haste on burying her.
It happened faster than the investigation. Alright, let's go. So yeah, we're almost in the lodge.
You guys, we're so close.
Alright, to the cemetery.
That's what the whole game's been building up to.
Exactly, actually.
Alright guys, make your predictions below. What's gonna be in the lodge?
Actually, I want you to guess what's in the mausoleum, because it's not what you expect.
A full-on party.
No. Aaron, are you ready for the first required battle of the game?
Oh god, of course. It's a giant wasp.
We're like 4 hours in, and we're just now getting to our first required battle. This, again, and by the way, there are like dozens of fights in this game. You know what that means? There's going to be a lot of battles in this game after this point. Once again, building into that theme of desensitizing you to violence after a while. So we're going from harmless pranks to manslaughter to arson to outright killing stuff intentionally. Equip a weapon. It doesn't really matter what it is. I think the fire axe is the most damaging, though.
Go in armed with your tampons.
Yep. It's a zombie wolf. And oh yeah, that's a nice sarcophagus. Anyway, a zombie wolf. I take a couple hits here trying to figure out the controls again, because again, this is the first required fight in the game, and they expect you to know how to fight. You hold down control and you just hit random buttons on the arrow keys. That's pretty much it. My game theory is that this wolf thing is what killed that body.
Yeah, with his claws.
Yeah.
Steve is still alright though, look at his portrait.
That just makes the most sense to me. Yeah. And that was the first required fight of the game. It's never explained. Steve doesn't even acknowledge it. He just goes straight into the sarcophagus and takes out the convenient...
They took the eye out.
They took the eye out. And yeah, skull and spinal cord. Let's go ahead and take it.
Ours now. Let's go.
Aaron, I think that's a prop they had in recording this, and in the end game, they got a lot of use out of it. I'm just gonna say that. Like, they were really proud of that prop. I don't know if they custom made it or something, but yeah. Oh, if you want another way to get arrested, bring the spinal cord back to Mrs. Potsdam. She actually arrests you, and she's very she calls the police on you for grave robbing, and she's very casual about it.
I mean, you grave rob.
No, she's like, "Oh, hello, Sheriff. How are you today?" "Oh, I'm doing fine. Steve brought a spinal cord home." "Okay. Hey, Steve, he said he's on his way. You just wait right there." Like, he's...
Isn't that how all 50s mothers reacted to everything?
Alright, we're almost ready. Now, I've been building up this place for basically the entire game, and it's for good reason. The Lodge is, bar none, the highlight of the game.
The spinal cord is just the behemoth from Darkseid 2.
Oh my goodness. Aaron, I'm not doing Darkseid 2 anytime soon, alright?
It looks
Stop.
like it looks like
I know
the
why you're
behemoth.
saying it. You want me to do that game. I don't want to.
It looks like the behemoth minus the hat.
Minus the hat.
It's a razor blade hat.
It's a razor blade hat.
I'll subtly slip in references.
Before that's what I want to make if I ever do a Steve cosplay. That I want to make that blade. They call it the Harvest Blade, and it's a weapon all initiates get.
We'll get the harvest blade, and I'll bring along a baby behemoth or a ring for ring toss.
Help me or get me killed.
I'm starting you on the path of initiation to a very special...
Aaron, in Danganronpa 3, there's an ultimate cosplayer.
Of course there is.
Yeah. And, her skin turns purple when she cosplays as real-life people.
Okay. What's that supposed to mean?
They call it cospox.
Oh no, not cospox!
Aaron, I feel like the writers of that game are very aware that people love to cosplay their characters. They seem very aware, because have I ever shown you Hifumi? There's this fat kid from the first game that they designed specifically in mind to be what they imagine the average Danganronpa fan would look like, and it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, I know what he looks like.
Oh, dang. By the way, folks, if everything goes as planned, that playthrough might be after this one. So if this interests you and you want to see me talk about an anime game immediately after this for some reason, you can go watch that.
What do you mean? This is an anime game.
This is not an anime game.
Harvester is my favorite anime.
This may be actually my favorite adventure game.
It's the best anime. Don't you know all media is anime?
No.
Depending on how you look at it, while the assumption is you want to live, dying is easy and provides its own answer, but not for you.
Just tell me, is Stephanie dead or being held within?
The membership director on the second level keeps track of such things.
We have our plan now.
Then you are against me.
I am the Sergeant at Arms. I am here to ensure that the...
Aaron, do you see the Sergeant at Arms as a good guy or a bad guy?
I think he's more of a...
He's obviously neutral.
Yeah, he's a neutral party,
I see him as a friend. I think he says a line, it doesn't matter if you see him as a friend or an enemy, but I see him as a friend. Like, he knows what he's doing. Alright! Ooh, I'm really excited for this.
So you ship them.
No, I wouldn't. However, he is a good guy. And next time, we're gonna start the Lodge. Are you ready for the best part of the game?
Make your predictions in the comment section
Actually make
below.
your predictions as to what the Lodge is like on the inside, because it is not what you're expecting. You may expect some stuff, but it's not that, and it's absurd. Alright, see you folks then.
Let's go.